Okay, Al, Lions. Week 1 matchups coming up, but before we do that, let's go ahead. Let's recap preseason just a little bit. Overall, I thought the team looked good. 2-1. They go into Carolina. They handled business there. Bryce Young had some good plays against us, but overall, I think the backup starters for defense looked pretty damn good.
I'd agree.
Gilmore, I'm blanking on his first name for some reason, but a backup cornerback, Gilmore, I think solidified his spot on the roster that game.
I think it's Stephen Gilmore.
I think you're right. Had a tremendous game, including, I believe, a pick six, if not an interception near the red zone for the Lions. So that was fantastic. Teddy Two Gloves is officially the backup quarterback. I don't think there was any surprise there. I think the surprise with the quarterback, though, is, and I could be wrong, David Blau is now on the practice squad. Is that right?
Oh, you get cut from Arizona?
I think so. I believe David Blau is now back and on the practice squad for us.
Well, they cut Colt McCoy, too, so I wonder.
Who the hell are they starting?
They traded for Josh Dobbs from Cleveland, and they've got some rookie as the backup, so they completely wiped that QB room. So.
Did they do that recently?
Yeah, in the last week and a half.
What the fuck?
Dude, they're tanking. They're tanking.
Yeah, they for sure are. All right. Thursday night, let's get into the Lions list of demands for the week.
I demand satisfaction.
Mine are themed around, I want to see the young guys get going early. I feel like we were almost the butt of the joke at the draft after night one, considering the picks. I think we have a good chance to go out there and kind of prove people wrong and show that Brad Holmes was a genius in drafting the guys that he wanted to go get. So get the young guys going early. I want to see Gibbs for the game, 100 total yards and a touchdown.
Wow.
That's between rushing and receiving, of course, because I know he's going to be a factor in the receiving game. Jack Campbell, would love to see 1 sack. Right? That's doable. I think that's a great start for him. Obviously, would love to see at least 10 tackles, but we're just going to keep it 1 sack. Laporta, I don't expect too much, but if you're going to get me sold on taking a tight end in the second round after experiencing Hawkinson, I at least would like to see 5 catches for 50 yards. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. And then finally, Brian Branch, 2 pass breakups.
Okay.
That's all I want to see.
Okay.
Don't let him beat you deep. Keep him in front of him. And I think that would be a great start for the 4 guys that we took in the first 2 rounds.
Okay.
For the year. So that's it. That's it for the list of demands. I don't expect us to go out there and dominate the Chiefs. I hope we don't go out there and get fucking steamrolled.
Yeah, that's a good segue into my one item. Okay. Keep this a 10-point game.
Ooh.
Whether it's a 10-point win, 10-point loss. This thing, I think it's going to be a track meet. I think there's going to be a ton of scoring. You just got to keep up with them. The thing with the Chiefs is if they get the ball back with 5 minutes in the fourth quarter and they're close, they're going to win.
Yep.
They do that all the time. So you just got to make sure you stay a little bit ahead of them all game and don't let up on the gas because they will come back.
Yep.
But hey, if you lose by 10 points, that's a respectable loss. And they're the Super Bowl champs. They're at home. It's going to be rocking an Arrowhead. You're in a huge spot. That's the kind of loss where I can live with that and be like, all right, you did pretty good. But yeah, if you get blown out or bodied by the Chiefs, that's not a good look to start the year off on. So just keep it around 10 points and see how it goes.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we can talk about how we want the perfect scenario for this game to go. Obviously, with the 10 points thing, we want to keep it within 10 points. If they end up beating them by 17 at some point, we're happy with that.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
Right. But yeah, no, I think that's a great point. It's going to be a track meet. Honestly, I really hope that they don't get blown out, but I don't think them getting blown out would be the worst thing in the world, to me, at least.
The only benefit from that for me would be that everyone can cool off a little bit and let them go to work and kind of make some noise during the year, but
almost go back under the radar.
Yeah, right? Well, that's kind of a good talking point as to just a broader point about this game. I know it's a huge matchup. I know it's like one of the biggest matchups of week 1, and for Lions fans, it's the most relevant game we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
But like the season's not going to ride in this game.
Nope.
It would be phenomenal to go out and get a win, and I think that would make everybody very excited about this year, and it would crank up expectations even further, which is a double-edged sword a little bit, because if you go and drop one to the Bears, it's like, what happened? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I just this game is great, but it's not going to determine the entire year either way you look at it.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to put too much stock in it. I am very, very excited. It's the most excited I've been for an opener for them in a long time. And I will be having a very fun evening celebrating with many beers and watching the game very happily. Well, until they start getting blown out.
Either crushing beers depressingly or crushing beers excitingly.
Well, beer will be involved either way.
Beer's all that matters to me.
Okay. Well, we got to give out a score prediction now.
Oh, good God. Okay.
So I can go ahead and start us out. I'm seeing a lot of points. I'm going to guess 45-38 Lions.
Okay.
I gotta see it.
Okay. Possibly one of the biggest BNL games of the year. I'm gonna go 38-35 Lions squeak it out.
All right. Okay.
Over will hit and they'll barely get a W.
Fantastic.